We find our reporter Sentleeng Lehihi covering the story for us. Sentleeng, what's the latest?
We're still here at the infamous Kopi in Marikana here in Northwest. The scene where 34 mine workers were brutally killed on the 16th of August 2012. We have seen now a number of AMCU affiliates and other mine workers come in their numbers to ensure that this day is commemorated as it deserved, to bring to light the tragedy that happened here. We also understand that in the days leading up to this massacre that happened on the 16th of August, there were 10 individuals who also lost their lives, 2 policemen and security officials who also passed away on the days leading up to the massacre. But to actually contextualize what is it that workers really want coming from that tragedy that they experienced, I'm joined by AMCU regional secretary, his regional treasurer in fact. He's going to explain to us there, where do the unions stand at this point? Ndate, a lot has happened in the past 7 years. Do we see a change that we're happy with as union?
As AMCU, we still see this day as very crucial to us because, as we know, the tragedy that took place in 2012 and that there was a Platinum Commission that was established, and it is our opinion as AMCU, our position to say that Commission of Inquiry did not produce any fruitful results. What we are here for is to see, is actually to show the world that we still believe that something can be done by government, because for the widows who lost their loved ones, who lost their husbands here in 2012, they still need a closure as well onto the matter. So we are here as AMCU to say we will continue up until government actually listens to our call, because we also said to government that they must at least declare this day as a public holiday, because it is something, is one of the tragic, because employees were killed when they were fighting for a living wage, and that we last saw that during the apartheid times. But with this new government of us, the government of the day, when we saw that only thing that we are calling for is for justice in South Africa, because the Platinum Commission of Inquiry did not produce any fruitful results for us. As AMCU will still continue doing this up until justice is served.
Most certainly, we are seeing the former police commissioner also appear in court facing 4 counts of murder linking to the deaths that happened here on the 16th of August. Do you believe that this is a show of justice in any way?
Yeah, by the way, he cannot be the only person, because somebody somewhere must have given him an instruction. Remember, we know how these things work. Somebody above must have given an instruction, and that you cannot only single up Riapiecha in this whole thing, because a lot of people were involved in this. From the president, by that time, the president of the country, who is actually the president of the ANC, if he talks about unity that he always talks about, he must show unity, or he must start showing that here to come and bring justice here. In other words, for Riapiecha to be the only person that is held accountable, justice is not served.
Now, talking about today's program, what time do we expect it to unfold? What time will the family members arrive? And when do we expect President Mathunjwa to address?
Okay, the family members, we have been reliably informed that the family members are already here. We are now waiting for our national office. As the regional office, we have everything sorted out, because we were here yesterday. We left this morning. We are here back now to ensure that everything runs smooth. We are expecting the president to arrive here at any time from now.
Thank you, Ntate Jolie, for your time. Enjoy your day, Ntate.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we're getting sentiments there from AMCU. 7 years down the line, not much of a difference has happened. But we're also joined also by some mine workers, as you can see, who've also shed sentiments that they indeed want the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, to take responsibility for what happened. Let him come down to the people and ask for an apology that is legitimate and that is heartfelt, so that they can be some sort of, survival and bridging what has happened here. You understand that this is telling of the tragedy that happened in a democratic state, 25 years into democracy, and we still had these kind of eventualities happening. But to give you more detail on other things that are going to unfold, I'm joined by my colleague Mbali. She's going to be taking the fort from me, and she's going to actually elaborate on everything else that's going to happen as the program unfolds. Welcome, Mbali, looking very pretty.
You had quite a peaceful morning, really. I already started the morning, and you've spoken to a lot of interesting people, one of them being the survivors of the massacre. Please tell me more about that.
In fact, you're totally correct. We spoke to Magitwani. Magitwani had explained to us there. He's the one gentleman who was shot 9 times, one of the very few survivors of the massacre that happened here. In his sentiments when he was talking to us, he explained indeed that he believes that this was a true injustice that happened to the people who were just fighting for fair wages and better living conditions. He explained to us that it is very difficult for him indeed to try and survive, knowing very well that he still literally has bullets lodged in his body. You understand that for these workers, the trauma they experience is still long living. Some of the family members have explained to us that they need some sort of counseling, ongoing counseling that can assist us. Mbali, I hand that thought over to you.
Of course, it's very unfortunate that these mining communities and some of the socio-economic issues that existed then 7 years ago still exist to this day, and some of them still living under squalor conditions that were basically highlighted shortly after the massacre took place and during the 5-month strike that we saw in the platinum sector. I'll be giving you more about, the proceedings happening today. Sentleeng, it's goodbye, I know, from you, and I'll be taking over from you. And for now, it's back to you in studio.
Back to you in studio.
Right, Sentleeng as well as Mbalenhle, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. We'll try to catch up with you in a short while. But let's get in now and take in some of the sights and sounds of this commemoration 7 years post that tragic event. All right, as you can see, the commemorations have kicked off. When the official proceedings start, we'll go back there. Remember, our reporter is Mbalenhle Mthethwa. She'll be taking us through the program for the day. We're going to take a quick break and get you more news next. Stay with us.